Welcome back to week 10 of How to Love Your Neighbor Without Being Weird. Your small group is almost coming to an end, but I'll tell you, if there's one thing I've learned about loving your neighbor, it's this. It is not a checklist. It is a lifestyle. And so my prayer for you and your group as you come to the home stretch of the study is that the things that you're learning will become part of your everyday lives. One thing that was really part of the apostles' everyday lives and the early writers of the Bible was that the end of the world was coming soon. And as I'm recording this, it's the middle of an election season. Feels like the end of the world. There are wars and rumors of wars. And you know what? We don't know when the end of the world is, but we do know this. It's closer today than it was yesterday. And I also know this, that for a home in your neighborhood, the end of their world as they know it may have happened last night. It could have been that phone call in the middle of the night or that knock on the door. It could have been that devastating diagnosis from their doctor. But our world can crumble at any time, and that's why as carriers of Christ's light, we have to be ready to stand and encourage our neighbors when that time comes. So in this chapter, you learned 4 great strategies for the end of the world as we know it, which are very simply, pray earnestly, love deeply, share cheerfully, and serve faithfully. That strategy has worked for the last 2,000 years, and it will still work in your neighborhood today. But one of the ways that we share and encourage our neighbors is to offer them very specific compliments, and that's what you'll find instructions for in your small group guide this week, teaching us how to offer very specific compliments that don't fade away. I mean, I love it when somebody compliments my hair or my clothes. You know, it doesn't happen that often for me, but when they do, you know, I always remember and appreciate it. But what happens when you change your outfit, or what happens when you wake up with a bad hair day? We need to dig deep and find ways to encourage people in character qualities, lasting character qualities that don't fade away. And so there are some specific ways that you can do that on page 45 of your guide. And you know, if we want to be really honest, sometimes it's hard to come up with something nice to say about someone, especially if you don't know them very well, or even if, hey, you don't even like them very well. But it is possible, and the Lord will lead you in ways to do that. And I'm excited to hear how you might be that light into your neighborhood when you offer these kind words to people that have no agenda, no motive, no self-seeking, and put aside the sense of competition we women sometimes carry, and just offer kindness. I heard a wonderful quote today. I don't need to blow out anyone else's candle to make mine brighter. So help someone in your neighborhood find that light today, and we'll see you next week.